What's up, you two? Salute.
Ash, not one chair?
I don't do chairs.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand, stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
Let's prep.
Great. All right. Yeah. So obviously what Shep said was beyond the pale, but you've already been memed to death on social media, so it's not like it's going anywhere.
You know what, Ash, the more and more
soon.
I think about Shep right now, the angrier I'm getting, so I'd rather not talk about this.
Okay, be that as it may, you will have to talk about it, and
Mila?
you can't
You spoke about Mila on
lose your
TV?
cool on national television.
I don't care about TV. That is not cool.
I'm sorry. Do you think that this is a prestige TV show? They're going to ask you about it. You're going to talk about it, and you're going to get your emotions in check.
What's up, bud?
Do you understand?
That was not acceptable.
Sure. Tell that to him when you see him in person.
Oh, I will.
But when you talk about it on TV, because believe me, you will have to talk about it on TV, you need to keep an even keel. You can say that the comment was unacceptable. You can even call him trash if you want.
But
I
isn't
don't
that
care.
basically losing my cool again?
Not if it's true. Okay? The main thing is you need to keep your cool so that it doesn't look like you're about to attack Kendrick Perkins for bringing it up on television. That's going to make you look weak.
Okay. I can get with that.
You could play the disappointed parent card, right? Oh, I expected more from my fellow man. The NBA is a brotherhood. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
High road or low road, right?
No, they're both the high road. Both the high road, just different flavors. But the key is you gotta be authentic, all right? You need to be you. You just need to be the calmest, most mature version of yourself possible.
Yeah, that's kind of like when I was in college. It kind of reminds me of that time.
No, I don't have time to go on a trip down memory lane. Do you have anything else to say about Top Takes Daily?
No. I have no more questions.
Excellent. I'll see you at the studio. I'm going to meet you there. I need to lay some ground rules with the showrunner. I also want to be there in case anything crops up last minute. Does that sound good?
Sounds like a plan. Again, thank you for your advice. Thank you for... Get some chairs in here next time.
Engage your core. Sit on the yoga ball. Wouldn't hurt.
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Try and ride your coattails.
And,
And here he is. MP, my name is Jocelyn Davies, executive producer for Top Takes Daily. So nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
As I was telling Jocelyn earlier, we are open to any discussion involving one Shep Owens, but we do expect those questions to be respectful. And if you wish to move on quickly from any given question, we expect that desire to be honored.
And as I was just explaining to Ms. St. Germain, this is a reputable program on $1 billion network. We take procedures and standards very seriously and will, of course, treat MP
No
with
snacks in the dressing room.
Oh, my gosh. I will take care of it.
Second day this week.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Chips,
billion-dollar
cookies,
network.
crackers, popcorn.
Got
I'm
it.
not
Got
asking
it.
for
Thank
much.
you so much. 60 seconds.
Thank you.
Very reputable.
That's staying right there.
We'll, of course, treat MP with the utmost respect and professionalism at all times.
Will you guys have snacks?
Oh, yeah, we got snacks.
Hey, man, I'm good. Let's do it.
Jocelyn, I mean it. Okay? This is not the day for Kendrick to try to go viral over anything. Are we clear?
Ash, like, loosen up a little bit. I can handle Perkins. That's no problem.
See? MP's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Oh, of that I'm sure. But I can take care of myself. Okay, let's not forget that.
Okay. You ready to head a set now?
Yeah.
Let's head over. Everyone, I'd like to introduce MP.
Hey, how's it going? Sam Lewis. Big fan. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, man.
Of course,
You
you
too.
know JJ
My guy. Good to see you.
and Kendrick.
Hey, what's going on, superstar?
Awkward. All right, you're going to sit right here adjacent to me. Thanks.
All right. Places, everyone.
All right, everybody. We're going live. Thanks for coming on the show. Here we go.
Anytime.
Just follow my lead. 4, 3. And welcome back to Top Takes Daily. And for our next segment, we are joined live in studio by the guy everybody is talking about, our very special guest, MP. Welcome to the program.
My man, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Now, I know this might be a sensitive subject, but I just want to get right into it. We all saw what happened on draft night.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard your side of the story. So I'm wondering, how does it feel to be on the receiving end of a mixed reaction like that on what should be the most enjoyable night of your life?
That just comes with the territory, you know? Like, we make a lot of money, and it's all because of those passionate fans out there. Night in and night out, coming into the games and showing their support. It's because of them. You know what I'm saying? And yes, the fans are free to express their feelings however way they want. But it don't matter to me.
I mean, are we serious right now? Listen, MP, with all due respect, do you expect us to believe that? If I'm my own so-called fans were booing me, that wouldn't sit right with me at all.
Yo, Kendrick, my man, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in the long run, people will come around and, see what I'm all about. You know, and that's just giving everything that I got to this game. You know, not only to the team, but to this city, man. You know, it's my job. Proving my worth to these fans is my job. You know, so I know right now they may be booing, but soon enough they're going to be cheering for me.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the reaction to your selection was the fact that Shep Owens, your biggest rival, was still on the draft board.
That's right.
But a lot of people think he has the higher upside due to his athleticism and the fact that he has loads of untapped potential as a relative newcomer to this game, whereas you've been trying to work on your skill set for the last decade plus. How would you respond to people who think you've got the higher floor but the lower ceiling?
I mean, look, Shep would be a great track and field player. I mean, all you got to do is run fast, jump high, and you get a medal. You feel me what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, but if you want to be the best hoop in the world, you got to shoot, you got to defend, you got to, you got to think at a high level, and Shep does not do that.
Oh, shots fired.
It's the truth.
Perk, you know I've been in MP's corner the whole time. But
Somewhat.
You don't think... Come on now.
Come on, man.
You don't think Shep can learn those things?
JJ, man, honestly, I really don't. I really don't, man. I've been working on my craft for years, for decades at that. And my results speak for themselves in both wins and losses. I mean, what has Shep done so far? Other than filming his little reality TV show and going around shopping for chains, he ain't done nothing.
It's a good show.
Shit, come on, man.
It's more entertaining than his game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, I'm a student of the game. I've watched plenty of tape on this guy, and he just doesn't think on a high level, and he doesn't make game-winning plays. Simply put, not like I do at least. You can dunk from the free throw line, you can win the dunk trophy, whatever, but those guys winning that dunk trophy aren't the same guys winning the Larry O'Brien at the end of the season. And that's just facts.
MP, we keep it real on here. I got to ask you, man to man, how do you respond to Shep Owens calling you out on his reality show?
Oh, wow.
This dude took shots at you. He took shots at your family. He even took shots at your girl. What do you say to something like that?
Yo, honestly, that's just who he is. He's a trash human being who has no class. That's all I'm going to say.
We got real beef. Let's make some hamburgers. Tell him how you really feel, young blood.
Am I wrong? Doing what he did, he should be embarrassed, but he's not because he has no self-awareness to know when he's gone too far. Like, that was too far.
Yeah.
I mean, fam, you could debate who won the war of words, but you're not going to debate this big fat L that I'm about to give him for the whole world to see. And I'm going to make sure next time I see him, he going to know. He going to know what's up.
MP,
What?
You may not be an explosive leaper, but those some explosive words. I respect the confidence, if nothing else.
Sure, whatever.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time. MP, thank you for joining us.
Wait, so that's
It's
it?
been a real pleasure. Yeah, and we got to wrap things up, but you have been a tremendous sport, and we really appreciate you answering the tough questions. We wish you all the best, you and your family and your girl. Coming up next, we talk early season
got jokes,
contenders and pretenders, but first, this commercial break.
Imagine you're starting a game. Rank these 3 goals in order of most important to least important, okay?
Okay.
winning in the game, scoring the most points, or having a top play worthy play?
Why would you ask me that? Of course, I don't like to lose. So winning, top play, and scoring the most points. Well, one of my, I guess you say, highlights is a game that I had.
Brett, there's no doubt your athleticism was one of the key weapons you possessed. We're going to see plenty of that here tonight on display.
Well, that's kind of you first, Kevin, but secondarily, the guys out here have a chance when there's any open space to make something extremely exciting happen. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we?
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Pirtle in at the center. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pirtle's got the first basket of the game for Toronto.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Now here's Butler. Really had troubles in that loss to Boston. 6 on the shot clock. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Van Vliet. About a minute played so far here in the first. Misses from close range. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Here's Van Vliet. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. The 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Oladipo outside. This is it to Lowry. Outside Butler. From the line. That one doesn't go.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Siakam hits them both.
And for Miami, a tough way to go out last season. Game 7 at home against Boston. Jimmy Butler pulls up for a 3 and that close to the final.
Now, here's Oladipo. Last game we saw him score 14. Lowry finds Adebayo. Oladipo outside. Misses the 3. And Brent, even when playing catch-up, the Heat were maybe one shot away from heading to the finals for the second time in 3 years.
Yeah, lots of questions around that shot, Kevin, too, about whether Jimmy should have drove or shot it. And let Jimmy be Jimmy. He took the shot. He didn't make it. And so now it's about getting back on the grind trying to get back there. This team has the mental toughness to put themselves in that position.
Here's Van Vliet. The Heat getting the bucket. Trent with the wide open look. And the Raptors miss again.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Oladipo misses. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. It's a three-point game. Siakam's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lobbed up there for Love.
Well, Lowry sees the breakdown, and then he knows the guy's going to be open. What a delivery that was.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry has an incredibly sharp mind for the game of basketball, doesn't he, Brent?
Kyle thinks the game just so well out there. You drop him in any situation, and he's going to figure it out. So for any team, he's a great floor leader, and he's one of those guys that in clutch moments you know is going to come through.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Raptors also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Burke. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Trent. Young's shot is off. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Bradford, puts the move on. Rejected by Van Vliet. Now the Raptors moving it up. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now, here's Strus. It's hauled in by Achua. Barnes up top, defended by Strus. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
MP, good. On draft night, many people wondered where MP might land. Greg, you think he was worthy of that 18th pick?
Well, I was a little surprised to see him go in the first round, but clearly his team believed in him, and the leadership and intangibles he brings are really hard to achieve.
What's up, JH556?
23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. MP outside. Martin kicks to Strus. To the middle. Here's Bradford. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Now at the line, 2.
No good on that one.
Ah, come on.
And he can't hit the second. And here is Anunoby. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Toronto ahead, up by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Adebayo is the big man with Butler sliding in at the 4. And it's Strus in at the 3. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Trent can't hit. On you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Hero finds Butler. Strus with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. Down low. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Hero.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the Sixth Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
5 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. And the 3 off target.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot out.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season numbers.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
Here's Siakam. He sinks the 11-footer.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Back to Butler. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Oh, Anunoby in position.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And he's going with the whole new group on the floor. And then for Toronto, Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Siakam. Achua comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Barnes in for Trent. Anunoby against Oladipo. Pass to Martin. Shot clock at 6. Over Barnes. Outside for Martin. From downtown. That doesn't go either for Martin.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes play. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break add to your total in a hurry.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Free throw good, MP. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
And both free throws good for MP. You know, Brent, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number one. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And an aggressive inside play there from Van Vliet, not letting the foul deny him from getting the shot off.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Vincent. Shoots over Van Vliet. They get the rebound. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Raptors lead by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Heat trail by 3. So the Raptors 5 right now. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Butler passes to Lowry. Shoots over Van Vliet. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Butler. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night. Toronto shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Just 4 to shoot, and he makes that one.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Oladipo against Trent. Oladipo misses. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Butler finds Lowry. Lobbed up there for Love. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Well, Kevin Love has a good sense of when it's time to pull the trigger. That time on great balance.
Barnes outside. Lowry against Van Vliet. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Van Vliet's got 6.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
Now Lowry. Pulls up. That's good on the jump shot. Lowry's got 4 points this quarter.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. And here's Trent. There's the 3. Pirtle controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 3.
I love seeing Pirtle attack the glass, especially when he goes for the putback jam.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Changes here for the Heat. Max Strus is checked in for Love. Tyler Hero comes in for Victor Oladipo. And MP subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Trent outside. Van Vliet outside. And the basket is good. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
They had a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Siakam finds Trent.
Jimmy Butler, 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
For Toronto, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
He misses the free throw. Martin's checked in for the Heat. Young's checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Fred Van Vliet. That's off as well, so he misses both.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
The pass for Bradford. Dishes it to Martin. Back to MP. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And too long on the shot. Raptors leading by 3. Barnes passes to Trent, and that one is stuffed right through.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Bradford, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Chris Boucher's checked in for Achua. He doesn't get the second one. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
MP against Trent. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Good, nice job down low. Hero's got 6 points.
Hero sticking with it through contact. That's not easy.
Trent outside. Back to Barnes. Boucher with the ball. Over Martin. Boucher's shot is off. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 5. Count the basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Trent, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to Martin. Outside, Hero. Shoots over Anunoby. Misses there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one.
Miami Heat.
Toronto ahead, leading by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Here we go.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Kevin Love out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Anunoby, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Hey, yo, right here.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Lowry against Van Vliet. Over Lowry. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. To the wing on the left. Driving inside. Anunoby has the open look. Off target from 3-point range. Miami trailing. Oladipo taking his time here. Adebayo with the elbow. He dishes it to Butler. Oladipo for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Siakam, right side. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors miss again. And the Heat shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Butler kicks to Lowry. Love outside. The shot off that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
MP's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And here are the Heat now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Toronto trailing. Barnes outside. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Misses off the right eye. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Oladipo, the pass to Bradford. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. MP's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Siakam. It counts, and the foul. That one on Love.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area. And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. They'll pretty much bank on these.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. From deep, Trent. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. They lead by 1. MP finds Adebayo. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Not going to go that time. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. You got to love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And here are the Raptors now. With some arc, count it. Siakam's got 5 points in the quarter.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
There's Oladipo. Love kicks to MP. He's looking for Love and finds him. Rebound by the Raptors.
Defense is as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Siakam. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Here's Miami now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And late in this game, Love is a guy who you want at the line.
First team foul. Now at the line, Kevin Love.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Well, for a big guy, Kevin Love is certainly one of the best free throw shooters in the game, and you don't want to send him to the line.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 1. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Fred VanVleet.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
And I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. VanVleet passes to Siakam. VanVleet outside. That one off the back iron and out. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Second team foul. Now at the line, Victor Oladipo. 2. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable, and his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. A 3 from Barnes. That shot, no good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.
Let's go, baby. All right, everybody, on that note, we're going to end the stream. Appreciate everybody coming. Everybody have a great rest of your night. And remember, stay positive, stay focused, and always keep gaming. We'll see you in the next one. Salute.